Who are you? It's Beer Drink with another craft beer review, guys. Don't ever let an establishment, bottle shop, QSR, or anything in the consumer market tell you that you can't purchase the whole pie. It's that time of the year again where Bell's Brewery releases their the most hyped beer of the year, Hopslam Double IPA. They put it out as a double Hopslam Ale. Comes in at 10% alcohol by volume. It's a double IPA brewed with honey. I purchased this single can for $4.27 or some shit like that, which was pretty much up to par with the same pricing that I've been getting them every year, like $26, something like that, up in North Georgia. However, got the single can just to make sure that I could, have one to review, and called around to different places. And I'm not gonna put you on blast. I called a certain bottle shop and they're like, oh, well, the way it is, we have a maximum of 2 that, that we can sell you. We have a maximum of 2 that we can sell you because they're so sought after. I'm like, yeah, they're a hype beer, but guess what? I don't give a fuck about hype. I want a 6-pack. Oh no, well, the way it is, we're gonna get. I'm like, you know what? That's cool. I'm like, I come in there all the time. I'm done with it. You know what they say? Hold up, you sound like, are you the black guy that comes in like, once a week and grabs like a 12-pack of Labatt Blue Light? I'm like, yeah, that's me. What's up? Who are you? I'm Beer Drink Shaw. They're like, you know what? Come in, ask for Jana or something like that. She's our craft beer expert. Ask for her. We got you a 6-pack off to the side. So boom, we have a 6-pack double IPA Hopslam Ale, which is kind of an oxymoron. Hopslam Ale double IPA, double IP Hopslam fucking Ale. Bell's Brewery is a 10% 10% alcohol by volume, 100% family owned and independent, like a lot of craft brew companies are. So that doesn't make this beer special. Shots fired. Nah, it's all good. I love Bell's Brewery. They have a lot of stuff. I love their Two-Hearted Ale. However, this is the 2019 rendition, and a lot of times whenever they have these hype beers and whenever they come out in seasonal, sometimes it tastes a wee bit different. But we're going to go ahead and get into this beer review right now. We got the 6-pack. We're going to chill right there. This right here is the $5 single. That was another thing. When I bought the 6-pack, they was like, hey, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, how much is that going to run me? You know what I'm saying? Cash in my wallet. I got my card. I got cash in my wallet. I got my card. They're like, $15.99. I'm like, did these niggas just say $15.99? Because every single year when I purchase a 6-pack of Hopslam Ale, they hit me for $24.99. They hit me for $25.49. What? Something ain't right here. More shots at the craft beer industry. Spitting and shit. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this beer. Hopslam Ale, India Pale Ale brewed with honey. 10% alcohol by volume. See the smoke on that bitch. And here's the pour. Looks the same as always. A nice, bold, but beautiful, like the reality TV show, like the docudrama, bold and beautiful. We get a little bit more aggressive with the pour, and we got it all in there. This somewhat amalgamational pour produced 3 fingers worth of head, a little bit, 3 fingers and a half worth of head. Bubble streaming upward like the salmon. Is definitely looking good. It's looking like the stereotype of a Bell's Brewery Hopslam that comes out every year. This is the 2019 rendition. Let's go ahead and put a Miller to the neck. That's niggas. If you ever want to know how it feels just to have long lock, freaking Ultimate Warrior lock, put on your hoodie and just get it off handless. Get it off handless. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Shout out to Scofflaw Brewing. They were actually in the previous post on Instagram that I put up for the fact that I'm going to do a different type beer video or beer review tomorrow, where I'm going to just take a random IPA from Scofflaw, in which they specialize in IPAs, and I'm going to rate it versus this hype beer that everyone that sells out in the first day. And I'm going to let you guys know if Scofflaw's Hoodlum India Pale Ale is better than Hopslam Ale Double IPA hype beer that comes out one time a year. Let's go ahead and put a nose to this. You such a tough a clout. Yo man, you clout chester. Let's go ahead and get into it. Definitely hoppy. I'll probably have to go back to my old review to see if I even said this last time, but I smell roasted malt. Roasted malt, light on the citrus notes. But I'll put it this way. I already know when I taste this beer, it's going to be hoppy. It's going to be definitely hoppy. And I'm hoping that if they have held their integrity, if I don't know if their brewmaster has a grasp on integrity. This beer is not going to be too boozy, therefore not going to have just a super punch you in the face alcohol flavoring. And the hot presence should kind of fade away near the end. Let's go ahead and whoa. I miss it. This is definitely a great IPA. I probably didn't say it in my last two reviews, like last three reviews, the past 3 years of me reviewing. The thing that I like about this IPA is it's very hoppy. The bitterness, like how people say, it's bitter on the back of the tongue. The bitterness on this beer is stretched. It's not on the back, it's stretched from the back all the way to almost the tip. It's a very controlled hoppiness. So it's pretty much like in a controlled environment. It's like Dave and Buster's. It is a very controlled environment of hoppiness. But like pretty much like, okay, if you get too hoppy, if you get the hopping, they got security in the front and they will come snatch your ass up. This is a definite great beer, very smooth, and that's what I was looking for. It's bitter, it's very hoppy. It's gonna be fresh because when you get the beer, it's flying off the shelves because it's one of those beers that comes out one time a year, seasonal beer that everyone is pretty much is waiting for. So you see the lacing on the glass, that's what that's all about. Calabasas and Situations and Rodego. Shout out Situation. Free the Situation, man. The hype is real for this beer. Hey guys, look, hey guys, we gotta do it like this. Thumbnail. The hype is real in this beer, and I probably didn't hint on it or didn't speak on it the last few times that I reviewed this beer. The reason why the hype still exists on this beer is because it's so well-rounded. It's bitter, hoppy. I imagine the IBU count maybe 40 or above. It's a pretty looking beer. Good looking beer, bubbles streaming up with like the salmon, not too carbonated. It's 10% alcohol by volume. You don't taste the alcohol in the beer, so that's already an A1 beer for most drinkers, even guys that really don't even fuck with craft beer like that. It's 10% alcohol by volume. You get 2 of them and you're ready to fuck anything that walks. This is a good beer. R.I.P. Definitely a good beer. The 2019 edition of this beer definitely held up to the claim. Not really claim, but held up to the hype. This is a good beer. Tasted really good. Totally honest, I think it was maybe a bit less harsh than it's been the past 2 years. I think it's less harsh than it's been the past 2 years, and at 10% alcohol by volume, I don't know what they did. I'm gonna have to look back at my older review. But if they did something this year that they didn't do last year, the year before that, and the year before that, they need to make sure that they notepadded that shit down and continue this. I'm Beer Drink Shawty. This has been another Team Shit Pig craft beer review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram at Beer Drink Shawty, as well as It's Beer Drink. Next up, Scofflaw Hoodlum IPA. We're gonna see how that goes and how that ranks versus the Hypester, the Supreme of beer. This is Supreme hasn't put out a beer yet, but if Supreme puts out a beer, it'll probably be a collaboration with Bell's Brewery, and it will probably taste a lot like Hopslam. The only difference is the can will be red and the writing will be white. I'm Beer Drink Shawty. Thanks for watching. Now that's craft. That reminds me of 1976 craftsmanship from when I was still in my dad's balls. Who are you?